What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow. Welcome back to another Farming Simulator 19 video. This time, of course, we're here on the PC, and we're here on Lakeland Vale by Stevie. Welcome back, y'all. I do have confessions. I had to buy a second sprayer. Because I went to fast time, and then I was like, oh, which don't mind the, whoop-de-doos in the field. All the fields needed herbicide, and so I didn't feel like waiting for forever, so I went ahead and purchased a second sprayer. So there's that. Eventually, guys, we'll probably get into an Rubicon, the self-propelled, but there's just something about the drivable or the Toby Hound ones that I really like. We did have to take a little bit of a loan out. We didn't quite have enough money, so loan did get taken out, which is what it is. And yeah, we're good to go. So guys, in the comments, most of you guys did say to sell the combine, the New Holland combine. So that is exactly what I'm going to do, and because it's worth a fair bit of money, I'm going to go ahead and drive it back to the shop. But you guys also said, started with Carson, the troll. He was totally trolling with that comment, and then a couple other of you guys jumped on board with his little banter that he had going there to get into potato or sugar beet harvesting. I know Carson was just trolling, because like as soon as he left the comment, he was in TeamSpeak and he started laughing. He's like, hey, go look at my comment. Just like that too. That's how he sounds. No, but yeah, so he'd be trolling me a little bit, but little does he know, and little do you guys know, that I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. We will do it. It's part of playing out a map, and doing all the things. So we might as well go do all the things on this map while we're playing it. So I will be doing it. I will eventually be doing it. You can see our cultivator is still sitting up here. Man, frame me up here, boys. Holy cow. Cultivator's still sitting up here for reasons of why not. So for right now, we're actually not gonna do anything with the money. Somebody did say to buy a field too, but I don't think I even have enough money to buy a field. I'm just saying. No, I don't have enough money. So right now we're just going to use that money as working capital. We're going to pay back our loan though. We're going to pay back the loan, and we're just going to use it as capital. We just, sometimes on a farm, you just need to have some capital laying around, some cash laying around. So that's what we're going to do. And to make us some more cash, we're gonna get out our Tribine. Y'all ready for this? The startup process takes a minute. I'm just saying. I just got an email. What was that email? It was an Amazon email. Okay, stuff's out for delivery. Okay, cool, man. Thanks, Amazon. All right, so yeah, let's get to the harvest. See how much harvest we can get done with this Tribine in this video. That's kind of what I'm about, Let's do it. We do have GPS, so we'll have to set up GPS, which is not a big deal. That's not the right button. This button. So we'll get GPS rocking here in a minute. Yeah, okay, I know. All right, there we go. And we'll get our canola rocking here, boys. I'm just saying. Now, I will say, and you guys can tell, and I think I said this when I bought this thing, it's a little weird on a controller, or on a, sorry, I'm using a keyboard. It's a little weird on the keyboard because it's a little herky-jerky, like articulated stuff used to be. Overall, I would say it is a good mod, and I enjoy it. I like it, but it definitely has some issues, and that's one of them. So it would be better if I was running a controller, or say the steering wheel, but I really like keyboards, so I'm gonna rock with the keyboard for a while, and I enjoy it. I do. From time to time I'll play with the steering wheel, but not very often, guys. All right, so GPS is on. We need to go ahead and pull it up, show our lines. We can set a drive ahead because we don't have the fancy stuff put in yet. I know I can just go in and like pencil in the numbers and stuff, but I just don't do that, Auto width, no offset. This should be good to go. I would say we are. Lock us on our lines. And then I like the little tip of turning off the lines. I don't know. It's just, I like it better, honestly. So this harvester is massive. The head is huge. The head's huge. The capacity, I can go for days. I mean, I'm only at 2%. And I'm going 12 miles an hour. So I'm going to see, like I said, how much we can get done in this video. This is going to be just a harvest video with the Tribine, you know? I'm just saying, I think it's gonna be a good time. So there is that. If you guys are keeping up with the channel, you already know this, but yesterday I released the Just Plowing episode 2, the podcast where we talk a lot about a Minecraft server and our next Minecraft server. We talk in great detail with some really good ideas and some really bad ideas about a potential new Minecraft server for the Puma Plow community. So if you guys are interested in that one, make sure you check it out. It's the last video on the channel before this one. And I would highly recommend y'all check it out. By the way, if you notice, I keep muting, or I go quiet for a second. I cut grass today. And part of me cutting grass was over at my sister's house. And she's got cottonwood trees around her house like crazy. I don't have too many around me, but she lives like 3 minutes from me, and I swear there's like 8,000 cottonwood trees around her. And every time I cut her grass, I get like congested. I guess I'm allergic to cottonwood, because it's fine until the cottonwoods start flying, you know, and it's been flying here for a while now. So I get very congested and just kind of scratchy throat, that kind of stuff, you know, a little bit. Not too bad. Like I'll probably be fine by morning. But definitely here tonight, it's kind of like, you know, I'm just saying. So a lot of breaks to mute and clear the old throat out. So I know it's kind of gross, but it is what it is. There, guys. Rock some in cab on the Tribine. By the way, I like that you guys said to get this bad boy. I do like that. Some of you guys did say John Deere combines, but best of both worlds, right? And it has a key. I was just looking. It has a key. I'm so happy. So happy it has a key. Nice monitor over there too. Pretty cool. I'm sure in real life you'd have like 8,000 screens over here and barely be able to see out of that window. You know, it'd be kind of like that. It'd be kind of cool. But there's that. So actually it was very interesting because I had to wait for Dad to come home from work. Because I streamed yesterday, obviously Fortnite day stream, you know. Thursdays are for the boys where we drop in, you know, kind of thing. Been playing a lot of Fortnite on Thursdays. It's been great. It was really good actually, and I think there's going to be a highlight video. So if you guys don't want to watch the whole stream back, Carson and I are going to work on a highlight video. I was going to send him the entire stream, like the raw video file, but it's 111 gigs, and I just can't send that across, you know. I can't upload that anywhere. I could get more storage on Google, like Google Drive, but 111 gigs would take me for absolutely ever to upload. And so that's kind of out of the question, but I'm going to render it down, edit it down a little bit, and then send it to him, and he's going to do some crazy editing with some zooms, and he might even go in like to the replays and find some clips. I'm not sure yet how all it's going to work, but there will be a edited down Fortnite clip video kind of thing of highlights of our Vic Royales. I think we got 7 yesterday in that stream. Pretty good. One game all I used was pistols. I got 7 kills with pistols in the one game. I was like lasering people with pistols. It was great. Pistols are underrated in Fortnite, I'm just saying. And in a lot of games, they're underrated. I'm just saying. But anyway, I digress. So that should be coming probably next week sometime. 'Cause, you know, I gotta render it, send it to Carson, which is gonna take forever, and then he'll do his editing and ship it back, which won't take that long. He's got decent internet when it wants to work. So there is that. There will also be an On the Farm this Sunday. On the Farm this Sunday at noon Central. It will be dropping. It's already uploaded. It's processed into HD on YouTube. It's ready to go, boys. It is 100% ready to go. I gotta do a thumbnail and a title and stuff yet, but other than that, it's ready to go. That's just a couple minutes worth of work towards the end of, you know, right before it goes live kind of thing. So I guess I have a question for you guys. Should I run it as a premiere or not? I probably will. I like doing the podcast and on the farms as premieres, so I think that's what I'll do. It's really cool. I got some irrigation footage. I got some wheat harvest footage from a red combine and a green combine, and working in different fields obviously at different times, but it's there. A little bit of pumpkin footage, and yeah, it's a really good time. So make sure you guys tune in noon central for that, and I will start shooting clips for the next one. So it's gonna be pretty awesome like that, just saying. Looking forward to it. Don't know what to film for the next one. I'm not sure what to film for the next one, but there's always stuff going on the farm. Actually, got a little maybe I'll film that. Our X-Mark laser is broken. Our lawnmower that we cut grass with. So actually, I was getting back. Oh, let me back up. Streamed. Dad and I decided the rain has been insane here lately. So it was like, it worked out where today it was supposed to rain. It didn't rain. We were talking. We're like, you know what? If we can, let's go ahead and just cut all the grass that we're responsible to cut. Get it done. So that's my sister's house, my house, Casey's house, and the farm. Those are the 4 things that, you know, weekly we're kind of responsible for mowing. And well, mostly it's me, but you know, whatever. I don't rely on Dad. I mean, I don't think Dad should have to be responsible, like be the one out there on the lawnmower cutting or trimming or blowing or any of that stuff. You know, he's 71 years old. He can kind of not do that anymore. You know, if he wants to, he's more than welcome to. If he doesn't, that's fine too. But he was going to bring a trailer home from work because we don't have a little trailer yet. We're possibly going to get one so we can haul our lawnmower whenever. We don't have to rely on his work to borrow a trailer, but you know, they're there and he gets them for free, so we might as well keep using them while he's still working. You know, he claims one of these days he's gonna slow down a little bit and maybe retire or go to part-time, maybe coming up before like Pumpkin Day, but we'll see if that happens. Probably not, but you know. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, so we ran down to the farm. We got the lawnmower, went to my sister's house, cut her grass, came here, cut my grass, then Casey's grass, because you know we live next door to each other, and then we blasted back to the farm. And when I unloaded the lawnmower at the farm, so for you guys that have watched the On the Farm series, we have a roll bar. Okay, that was a ROPS put on by a factory or where my dad works, whatever. Back in the day with zero turns, there was like a time where roll bars were like a mandatory thing. Nowadays it seems like they're not as bad, or they're all folding roll bars. Well, we use our roll bar because, you know, we mostly cut the farm up until this year. Mostly cutting the farm with that lawnmower, and the farm's basically flat. So we use our roll bar to hold a sunshade. We built that sunshade. It's out of plywood and stuff. I mean, it's nothing fancy, but you know what? It gets the job done. It looks a little weird, I'm not going to lie, but the lawnmower would look strange without it because it's been on there for so long, you know? And the one side, there's like, because it's a folding roll bar, so you have a pin that goes through it, and then there's a bolt that pushes on that joint to take the slop out, so it's not slopping all around, and eventually you're going to wear everything out. Well, there's a little tab that bolt goes through, a little piece of metal there, and the weld broke on that like forever ago, and we just never got around to fixing it because it's going to be an interesting weld, let me put it that way. And you know, my welding skills aren't really that great, and we keep wanting to take it to where Dad works and have the boss guy fix it because he's a really good welder. This hasn't happened. Well, this Sunday something has to happen big time, because the one side was, there's 2 welds basically. So one of those welds broke on the left side, and we actually put a clamp on it, and the clamp's been holding for I hate to admit this, the clamp's been on that lawnmower for more than a year, because I know it was there for the flood. So it's been on there more than a year. We just haven't had a chance to like fix it. We keep forgetting about it. Well, I unloaded the lawnmower at the farm tonight. The other side was completely broken. So the right side, both welds gone, destroyed. So a lot of vibration, you know, and then hauling the thing to and from home now here lately. It's, you know, a lot of vibration on the trailer and stuff. And so it finally snapped it. So it's like, dang it. So now this Sunday probably Sunday, it's got to be fixed. And I don't really want to do it because it's like above the gas tanks that are plastic. So I guess what we're gonna have to do, we have like these metal trays. We'll probably have to like hold some metal trays around when we weld, so like sparkage doesn't get on the, the plastic gas tanks. I wouldn't want to mess those up, or like the plastic intake or whatever, because you're gonna have slag flying. It's just the way it is, you're gonna have stuff flying. So I guess we're gonna have to fix it this Sunday. I don't think we have a choice. I think we really just need to get it done. So we'll have to just figure it out and make it happen, or take it up to where Dad works and have the boss do it. But they're really busy, so they don't have time necessarily. That's why we haven't done it, haven't taken it up there. They just don't have time. They're super busy. So I mean, yeah, he would definitely do it. He would drop everything and do it. Super nice guy. He'll get it done for us. He used to weld up all kinds of stuff for us. Back before we had a welder at the farm, he was our guy. All our projects, what we would do is we would go to the farm, we'd cut stuff, we would mark it, sometimes we would clamp it together and put it right into the truck, all clamped together, and then he would just zip with the welder and be done. But since we got our own welder, we can do it ourselves now. I mean, it's not the best welds, but hey, you know what, it works. As Dwayne said on the farm, it's a John 1 weld. And yes, it is. But you know what? I don't think I've had a weld break that I did. Like an actual weld, like some little tack welds were not so great, but an actual weld so far, and I'm going to knock on wood. I don't know if you can hear it, but I did. So far, my welds have not broken on anything that I've done, but I haven't done like high strength stuff yet. We just little projects here and there. And actually, we just bought a welding table too. Little welding table. I want to build a downdraft table, especially for painting these little projects we do. A downdraft table would just be like the best thing ever. And we were gonna build one around our old welding table. The old welding table, it's an okay table. We still have it. It's fine. But the top has warped from heat and the fact that it's like basically sheet metal. I won't lie, it was a really, really cheap one from Harbor Freight, but it got the job done. We've made quite a few things with that table. The snowman project, every weld got welded on that table, I believe. And yeah, so it's an okay table, not great. So I saw this welding table in a company, or there's a company out there called Northern Tool, and we happen to have one in the area. Not close to us, but it's in the area. And so last Sunday morning, I think it was, Dad and I ran out there. It's a decent little jog for us to go to it, but he had a coupon and it was on sale and we picked it up. It's one of those welding tables with all like the holes in the top, so you have like different clamps and stops and stuff like that work with the table. So for instance, like when we're setting up and welding the snowman, we're gonna have clamps, and it's just gonna help things so much. So, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna go ahead and rebuild the snowman. We haven't talked about it lately. The big thing with doing that is I would love to get it done right now while we have some free time. We're kind of in between projects at the farm, really, and whatnot. It's just too stinking hot down there. We go down there and work in the pumpkin patch, and it's like all we can do. And we're just shot after that, because it's been brutal here in St. Louis lately. Past couple weeks have just been awful, just awful here in St. Louis. So it's not fun, that's for sure. But it is what it is, and the pumpkins are growing. The pumpkins love the heat. They do. Pumpkins love heat. They really, really do. They really like heat. So they're growing quite nicely. We're very happy with them. We have lost some pumpkins due to issues. The other day they looked really bad. Like just the whole patch looked bad because of the rain. We had rain with some pretty good wind, and it rolled some of them and just kind of beat them up. You could just kind of tell that they were beat up. But looking at them today for the few minutes that I did, basically as I was driving past the pumpkin patch cutting grass, I kind of glanced at them a couple times and they looked pretty good. Dad was out there pulling a few weeds and stuff while I was cutting the grass down there, but he said they look pretty good. So pretty happy with them. Pretty happy with them. We're probably going to go for another round of insecticide here soon. Bugs and pumpkins are they're just awful. They're just awful. If we don't treat our pumpkins, there will be no plants left in another month. The bugs will just annihilate all of our plants. And I'm not sure how many plants we actually have. I'm going to guess we're up around like 60 or 70 plants now. We used to plant like 25. So every year we plant more. And next year will probably be as much as this year, if not more. So, because, you know, when we have our pumpkin party at the farm, it's nice to throw away pumpkins instead of not having enough. You know, there's nothing more that I cringe. I can't stand it when we have to tell people like, oh, 1 pumpkin per kid. Because we've had to say that in the past because we had a very limited crop a couple years ago. And it's like, it's so like, it sucks, you know? It's like these kids like look forward to it, and you know, especially the repeaters, the ones that have been there for years, they know that like they can take what they want. And then as soon as they like get down there, we're like, by the way, punch your microphone, John. Good job. Part of the cottonwood is my face is really itchy too. Just throwing that out there. So I was punching my microphone. But it really sucks having to tell kids like, hey, 1 pumpkin per kid. Now the parents don't mind usually, although sometimes the parents really get into it, and there's a couple families, they take a lot, which is fine. That's why we grow a lot, you know. It's really not that much more work to say go from, let's say, 20 plants to 50 plants. It's really not that much more work. I mean, yes, we're having to hoe more. That's about it, you know. Once you plant them, and the planting wasn't bad this year at all. My dad's cousin showed up and helped us, and it really wasn't bad. They were there to plant the majority of them with us. They didn't come back for the other ones because we kind of planted those later, which I've explained that in the past. So yeah, kind of interesting. All right, boys, that was a field. That was a field in about 20 minutes. That's not bad for this field, you know. It's a lot of turning is the problem. It's a whole lot of turning. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, we're going to go ahead and dip over here into the next field real fast, which, by the way, that cotton bale is over there through the trees. You can see it. I have not gotten rid of the cotton bale yet. I need to. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave it because we are going to do cotton again here soon. Stop. This combine has no brakes. I was trying to turn on my header and I hit my headlights. Just turn on the header and just drive in, you know. Combine absolutely has no brakes. All right, we're going to set up course play. Go around 3 times, 19.6 meters. Heck yes. We'll set up course play. I'm curious to see how long it says it's going to take to do this field. I'm going to let this run. I'm going to let this run tonight while I'm rendering this video and getting it uploaded and stuff, because might as well. I'm not doing anything else tonight. Not playing any Fortnite tonight, boys. Some of the peeps are in TeamSpeak right now, but I am not playing tonight. Can't play every night, you know. All right, why does that just get incredibly laggy? Does this thing not like course play? I bet you that's what it is, right? All right, change our course up a little bit here. Oh, now it's gonna run just fine. Okay. All right, that's gonna take 17 minutes to do this field. Are you kidding me? That's it? That's awesome. So I'm just gonna let it run. Capacity should be pretty close. I might have to empty it, but we'll be off in some other fields in the next video. Or I'm gonna get it all done this weekend. Probably not. Let's be real. But yeah, we'll probably be in some other fields this coming up next week. Don't forget, guys. Podcast is up. New episode as of yesterday. Just plowing. It's all about Minecraft. On the farm coming Sunday, Fortnite clip video coming next week. Another podcast hopefully next week. We haven't recorded it yet, but we will. Hopefully one of these days get it recorded. So with that, I'm going to say thank you all so much for watching. Appreciate all the comments in the last video. I don't have any questions for you guys this video. Do you like the Tribine? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you like the Tribine? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great weekend. And I'll catch you back in this kind of content on Monday. So until then, don't forget about the podcast and on the farm on Sunday. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, toodles.